Bitcoin holders should not expect Michael Saylor to function as a safety net for their investments. That's the warning from Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, who made the point during a recent interview. Hayes clarified that Saylor's role is tied to his company, strategy, MSTR, and its balance sheet, not to individual Bitcoin investors. The confusion, according to Hayes, comes from seeing Saylor as a buyer for the long term, when in fact his actions are driven by corporate strategy and stockholder interests. Saylor has been known for his aggressive Bitcoin buying, and some traders have come to rely on the idea that he will continue to support Bitcoin's price. But Hayes argues that this is a misunderstanding. Saylor is not there to protect your Bitcoin bags, he said. Instead, Saylor's focus is on protecting Strategy's financial instruments, its stockholders, and the products built around its Bitcoin balance sheet. That means Bitcoin holders should not assume Saylor's buying machine will always be there to support their portfolios. Hayes pointed to the SDRC token as a potential indicator of when Saylor might be about to make a Bitcoin purchase. SDRC is a financial instrument tied to Strategy's balance sheet and is often used to track the company's financial moves. When SDRC approaches or trades above parity 1, it may signal that Saylor. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Is preparing to buy Bitcoin in large volumes. Hayes suggested that traders could use this as a signal to anticipate price pops in Bitcoin, even if they are relatively small. The mechanism is straightforward. When SDRC is about to trade above 100, it could indicate that Strategy is about to deploy a large portion of its capital into Bitcoin. That could mean thousands of Bitcoin purchases in a short span. For traders, this is a transparent and observable signal that can be used to front-run Saylor's buying spree. Why wouldn't you want that trade? Hayes asked. The idea is that if you can see SDRC moving, you can see Bitcoin moving before the market does. But Hayes also made it clear that he hasn't studied all the financial intricacies of SDRC. What's important is that Strategy is one of the few organizations that can create financial instruments around Bitcoin and leverage Wall Street infrastructure to do so. That gives them a unique position in the market. And while Saylor may not be out of business anytime soon, his buying behavior is still subject to corporate strategy and market conditions. What makes this warning from Hayes significant is that it challenges the idea that public figures like Saylor can be relied upon to support Bitcoin's price. Many Bitcoin holders may have come to see Saylor as a stabilizing force, but Hayes is reminding them that his role is not personal, it's corporate. That means Bitcoin holders should not treat Saylor's buying as a guarantee for their own portfolios. The stakes are clear. If Bitcoin holders continue to rely on Saylor's buying behavior without understanding the limits of his role, they may be caught off guard when his strategy shifts. That could lead to unexpected price volatility or missed opportunities. Hayes is urging investors to look at the signals themselves, like SDRC movements, rather than assuming Saylor will always be there to support Bitcoin. The next signal to watch is SDRC's movement above parity. If most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. SDRC starts to trend upward, it could indicate that Saylor is preparing to make another Bitcoin purchase. That's a concrete and observable event that traders can use to anticipate Bitcoin's next move. But it's also important to remember that not all signals will be accurate, and market conditions can change quickly. Hayes' warning is a reminder that in crypto, especially with Bitcoin, it's important to understand the mechanisms behind the signals and not assume that any one actor will always act in the same way. Saylor's buying machine is a powerful tool, but it's not a safety net for Bitcoin holders. It's a corporate strategy with its own goals and limitations.